What's up YouTube? We're getting back into SQL 50 on LeetCode. This time we're heading to the basic joins section and we're attempting replace employee ID with a unique identifier. This is mocked as easy, shouldn't be a problem. Let's get into it. So this one's listed as LeetCode number 1378 called replace employee ID with a unique identifier. We have two tables, one called employees, one called employee uni. We're going to take a closer look later, but our task is to write a solution to show the unique ID of each user. If a user does not have a unique ID, replace it with null, just show null. We should return the result table in any order, and here are some data examples. So we have that employees table with a column called ID and a column called name. The ID is just a basic integer, just a number, and then we have some first names. We also have a table called employee uni, which has apparently the same ID, and then the unique ID, which seems to be different from that regular ID. So for the output for this example, we would have 3 entries in the employee uni table, 5 in the employees table, and as the output, we have 5 entries, and for each name, we have the unique ID if it exists. So 1, 2, 3 for Jonathan, Winston, and Mir, not in that order, but who cares? And we have null as the value for unique ID, since Alice and Bob don't have a unique ID assigned because their regular ID doesn't show up in the employee uni table. Yes, so our task is basically to find that unique ID for each employee. If there is none, we still want to keep that employee in the output, but just show null as the unique ID value. Simple as that, really. It's formulated a bit complicated. But yeah, let's think about how to get this started. So I'd say we'd select star. I don't want to start coding without explaining, but yeah, we're just going to select star for now just to get everything. And we're selecting from one of those 2 tables. Since we want to keep every employee in the output, we will select from the employees table, just because everyone is in there, first name is in there, so that makes sense. And then in order to get the information from the second table, employee uni, which has unique ID, we need to combine the 2 tables. So there's no way around using both of them. So let's join employee uni using the join keyword. And I sort of mentioned this, the ID column exists in both tables and they actually refer to the same ID, just judging from the example input and output. So we're going to join on employees.id, which should equal employee uni.id. Yeah, so I'm going to run this, but let's think about which join we actually have to use here. So if we do this, we sort of look up the unique ID for each employee, but we're going to be left with just 3 rows in our output, just because we don't include Alice and Bob, which don't appear in the second table. So that regular join basically just combines columns from 2 tables where there's an entry in both tables, in this case for the ID. So we're basically reducing the output. In order not to do that, we have to use a different join. Let's use a left join here, just because we want to keep all entries in the left table of that statement, which is employees, and then add information from the right table if there's any. So let's run that again, see what it gives us. And yeah, this time we should have 5 rows in the output using the example data. And we do. We have everyone in there. And we do have null values for Alice and Bob, as expected. And it looks quite similar to the output we want. So let's sort of bring this together by just selecting the columns we're actually interested in. We're interested in unique ID and name. We don't have to refer to the table here because these are pretty much unique for each table. So there's no confusion. Yeah, let's run that again, see what it gives us. And we should be pretty close to the final output. Should be it. Yeah, so that looks about the same. So let's submit it. Basically what happened here is we used the left join from employees, left joining employee uni. And yeah, we get values for the columns in employee uni, but we're gonna get null values if there's no match in that table. And that's what we're doing here, that's what we want. In order to get the final output, we just select unique ID and name, which is what was expected of us. So I like this question, I gave it a like, I attempted this one before, just because it's a good example of a left join and very basic question for you to learn that. So it makes sense to have it in SQL 50 if you ask me. Yeah, but this is still among the basic things. It basically just acts as a tutorial for the actual left join logic. So we're going to get into some more complicated questions. I'm going to go through all of LeetCode SQL 50. And yeah, if you want to follow along, I have a playlist specifically for LeetCode SQL 50 in the order of the actual study plan. So if you want to follow along, make sure to check out our playlist and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.